I wanted to come on here and explain why this curriculum didn't work for us. I want to start off by saying that just because this didn't work out for us doesn't mean it won't work out for you. So if you really want to try something, but you heard somebody review it saying it didn't work for them, I still urge you to try it out yourself. Everybody's homeschool way is different. So if this is something you were looking at, I definitely say give it a chance before kind of psyching yourself out because of some of the reviews that you've heard. Now, I also want to state that this has nothing to do with the company itself. The company is Generations there, and I actually do have other curriculum from them that I have purchased that I really, really love. So this has nothing to do with the curriculum, with the company itself. It just has to do more with this curriculum. So this is, I think, the only thing in our homeschool for 2025, 2026 that has not worked out for us. I stopped doing it back in November, and this could potentially be my fault. The curriculum might be good, but maybe the way that I went about it was wrong, and that's why it didn't work out for us. So I started off I'm talking about God's Big Story. And I started off with level 1. Now, my son is in 3rd grade. So when I look at levels, I never know if they're specifically talking about grade level or if they're talking more of like book 1, book 2, book 3. I never really know. So I just started off with level 1. And so maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe I should have started with level 2, maybe even level 3. That might have been the problem. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell when I don't have level 2 or 3 to kind of see if maybe some of those other ones would work for us. But I started off with level 1 because I figured, okay, level 1 probably starts from like creation, was like kind of my train of thought. And so that's why I picked it up. But I think the biggest reason why it just did not work for us, I'm sorry if you can hear the background noise, I'm sorry, my kids are watching Paw Patrol. But I think the biggest reason why this did not work out for us was a lot of the worksheets were repetitive. It was kind of the same thing over and over again for each lesson. And so my child got bored of that very fast. He was like, oh, okay, I need to fill in the blanks again, or, I need to fill out a sentence, like copy it, okay. So I think that was one of the things why it did not work for us. There was never really anything different when it came to the worksheets. And I think that reason number 2 why this just did not work for us is because, again, I think it has something to do with the level, but it was just too, I guess the best way that I can explain it that would make sense in my brain, it was too robotic. And what do I mean by robotic is the sentences were so short that it was like read, pause, read, pause, read, pause. Like there wasn't really long sentences. So it just felt like I was like a robot reading. So let me kind of show you an example of what I mean. Okay, so I'm just gonna read like the very first page and like right off the bat, so this is what it says. It says, God made all things. He has a plan. It is a good plan. God said, I will make light. God makes the light. The light is good. So this is just like an example of just how short the sentences were, that it was just so robotic. Like it wasn't enough of a sentence for my child to really be, how can I say this? To really be entertained by the book, I guess. To really focus on the book. So here's another example. The trees and plants grow. God sees his work. It is good. And so that's really what I was noticing was the pattern with this book. It didn't really talk too much about the lesson. It was more of like a storytelling to like a really, really young child. And so, yeah, I really think that that's one of the other reasons why it just didn't work for us. Again, I think it has to do with the level. This level is probably way too young for my oldest. My oldest is in 3rd grade. That's really all I can say why this didn't work out for us. Other than that, it was fine. But I think because it didn't work out for us, level 1 didn't work out for us, I really don't think I'm going to try level 2. It could, again, I had mentioned that it could have been one of those situations where I should have maybe started on his level, but I do think that this might possibly be one of those curriculums where level 1 starts off with Genesis and then it goes in order. So if I were to start on level 3, I don't think that my oldest son would have gotten the stories from level 1 into level 3, if that makes sense. But yeah, so this is really the only curriculum that has not worked for us. Other than that, everything has been good. I hope you kind of understood where I was coming from when I said that this did not work for us. Once again, please do not take my word for it. If you really want to try this out, go ahead, give it a try. It might be what you need for your child. But yeah, so I am on the hunt for a Bible curriculum. I found one that I think I'm going to give a try next year. I think for the remaining of the school year, I'm just going to do my own study. So right now we are doing a study on the armor of God. So I think for just the remaining of the school year, I'm just going to focus on some other studies that I can just pull myself, or I can just find like some worksheets. I don't think I'm necessarily going to focus on actually buying a curriculum. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video.